sweep, we see an abyss. What's going on here? So this is definitely going to set the tone for that.
Yeah,
Vitality,
all that guy thought
swinging
was
last map, we're winning a lot of the chaotic situations,
gave
we're
him
winning
a
a lot of
ban.
those clutches. Can Fnatic bounce back? Take control like they
Unban the
have
kid.
of Haven. Fast
He said
opening for
hello.
Vitality.
Where's the hater? He's
No
just
subtleties in
he's
approach.
not
That's
good.
oh no, a mistake perhaps? Almost. Easy now. And a quick
He was caught by
look
automatic
towards that B side. So an
from something earlier
show
or
of
what?
force towards C. Pivot through towards door.
I don't know what he wrote earlier,
Break in
but
off the back of this hero.
that just
Very,
says hello.
very careful. And Zender goes straight on in. I mean, sending it forward. It's traded out, but Boaster from afar going to catch from Blue Room. Trades back here. And the site should be safe, at least for the plant.
3 versus 3. Wall up. Killjoy on that flank. And the revolving door.
Up 3 prediction.
Putting that pressure
Fnatic.
Booster. Coming in the backlines as well.
Fnatic win.
Trex.
Stay cool.
Alpha just needs to not die,
Yeah.
basically, and then Boaster should be able to help. But Trex with a quick move is going to keep this competitive, at least for now. But a 2 against 1 is incredibly
They're
difficult.
just seeing
They know
better.
the
They
Kicks was over
like
towards Blue Room.
understand what they're doing. Yo, why are you guys putting fucking random teams in front of my name?
First round will be theirs.
They're looking for your next Twitter post.
My name is Twitch.tv/Demon1.
Planned that round out. They
they're
had
waiting
so
for
much
your Twitter post.
pressure towards
Your new
C.
Twitter
That's
post. What team is
Fnatic.
it?
They have all that space of A lobby.
You wanna see my
Pulls
clip
them
from
towards
earlier?
C. The first place that they stop off.
Yeah, I played
is
one
B.
game in between.
That's the first place they go on the way to C. And then Vitality.
You
They
posted
start
it?
the revolving
Yeah.
door, come in the middle, and then through the same position. And Fnatic are there waiting to receive with 4 people. And that's going to be the pistol round for Fnatic. Vitality. I'm talking about how their pistol rounds have been
Can we
really
make it full-
well drawn up.
I can't.
But here, losing that attack pistol by
Let it
all
replay.
inning on B like that, not a great start for these guys.
That does worry me as well. Again, we talk about momentum. Those pistol rounds can be so
I was
pivotal
on your
into
ice
these sort
ball.
of series. They are long. They are arduous, and it tests teams. We've been talking about it from the start of playoffs, really, the difference of best of 5s. It looks like
Yeah,
a very much
which
all-in
team
race.
is winning?
The only person disconnected so far is Trex. And as it stands, Vitality do make it to sight, but in what state?
No,
They
like,
took a little bit
oh,
of
you
chip
don't see
damage
each
on the
other,
way
do
in.
you?
They do get a chance, maybe having a scrap on the sides, trying to find it, but now just kicks left in a 1v4.
What is this? What is chat doing?
That's what I was saying. Why are you guys putting a random tag in
There
front
we
of
go.
my name?
Yeah, go on then. Have a crack at it. Nah, not gonna happen. Okay, Hero's got him. But we've been kind of talking about this when we got to playoffs, about the difference of playing one in finals, late rounds of tournaments, and also best of 5s, and how it changes the dynamic and how it is those marathons coming into effect and keeping that momentum up, that confidence up. And it's not easy, and especially for teams who don't have that experience. We saw it happen to Heretics. We've seen it happen to so many teams when they get to
Don't
those
do
points
that.
in those
Yo,
events.
chat, suck my dick.
International events
How
on the
about now?
horizon, champions on the horizon. If they
That
want the
didn't
chance to
work.
go deep in tournaments, these sort of reps are so valuable.
You're absolutely right about that.
That's what I thought.
That also didn't work.
That's what I thought.
Back EMEA.
Wow, you have like no
Apologize.
It's the first time we're getting to see them in this sort of situation.
Plebs,
Yes, they
pussies,
wanna be
get
able
outta
to
here.
yesterday, but again, as many reps as
You guys better be reforming and let you guys out.
Because champs is not going to be an easy feat for them. If they're going to get tired from this, they're going to get tired from that. They
Yo,
need to be able to
God
get
sent official. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate
able to
it.
swing this round in their favor is going to be a great start to that.
It certainly would be. Bonus round for Fnatic. Still a little bit of, a little bit of danger. Chronicle's got the rifle, so does Hero here. But Zender's got a fight, and they don't seem to be aware of his position.
I'll watch you
Stunning
guys out.
crunch, great clear from Vitality.
Alright, keeps going.
Dealing with all 3 players who are trying to have a bit of a brawl on that, leaving just Alpha, who's pretty far away, and still only with that Spectre. So the plant should be very secure. No threat to that, and this is exactly what the Doctor orders for Vitality.
You do you, chat.
By
You
the
guys
way,
got it.
Rolling Thunder there for kicks too. Incredible stuff for them. They'll be happy with this if they can keep it clean.
Oh, like you need
Nice
to.
try to Alpha, he's like, well.
He's like, what can I do about that one?
Yeah, I think he knows his days are numbered here.
Chat's
Oh,
Having a giggle as he's
Waiting.
going for that long-range Spectre fight.
huh?
All of his teammates down, and he's just going to go down with the ship,
Yep.
looks like. And a big, clean round out of Team Vitality. A must-win round for them as well. Kicks already with that Rolling Thunder.
Imagine.
Imagine trying to get away with that one. Not going to happen. Andalusia flawless here in the first gun round for Vitality. Again, You'll be happy with that. You've got that ult in the back
Always
pocket. That could be
holding
something you would bring out. But you were talking about this in the earlier maps. You want to see good ult economy from Vitality.
Yes.
Good usage,
That's
early
like
usage.
seeing
Don't sit on it for too long. Would you like to see this come out as soon as possible?
Just
I
falls
think it would
over.
be really good to use
doesn't
it
know
here
how to
because
stand, he
if
just
they
falls.
use it here and they win this round, Fnatic's going to be on an eco round. So I'm looking at Fnatic's economy a little bit right now. One player, Dirk, he's the only one that could really do anything next round. So Vitality, this would be a huge swing
Shoot him
round
with
for
a
them.
gun.
There's going to be 3 players on this side of the map for Fnatic early on.
Rocket launcher.
He's got the Odin. Going to be hearing these steps. They know that this is where Vitality at least was showing that early look towards. Creep it up by Rubble. Got one player over towards that blue door as well. Spam.
He's 12 pounds.
They're already ahead of this.
8
Here we
months
go.
old.
There's that Rolling Thunder. Lovely paranoia to offset the timing a touch. Give them a fair fight on it. Dirk's spam in the dark works out. Oh my god, he even gets a second.
Hitting the aim
Fnatic
Fnatic,
holding the
yeah.
line here very well. That Rolling Thunder.
6 man
didn't
right
have the
here.
impact it wanted, but maybe Safe will.
We have Leo right
2
here
kills,
watching
and
the
if it was
game.
anyone else, I would call it Raps, but this guy, 55 seconds, Vandal in hand, and probably a plant to be had.
If he's
Still has a chance.
he can isolate them, get one. He
Is it
gets
a ragdoll?
showstopper.
Yeah.
He's still got the pain shell. He's still got some util. Oh, he's taking a risk.
Ooh.
It was a really risky timing he went for there. Maybe hoping he had a little extra couple of seconds to play with. It wasn't the case. Fnatic managed to make it past that first challenge. Pretty much happy.
Where's Leo from Fnatic?
welcoming
We stole him.
Vitality
He's right
into
here.
that site. Knew exactly
Yo,
what
Ken
was
Dog,
going
can you
on.
with the
Alpha
tier 1 team
had
ones?
that
Appreciate you.
line on that
Thank
C
you.
mound area the entire round, so they didn't budge. They made no noise as well. Just the
They're
Odin
running
spamming
the Odin.
through that tree room,
Raid.
and Vitality thought, hey, it's probably only like 1, maybe 2 people here tops. Paranoia comes in main, completely
Nice, good
stalls
job.
them
Nice
out.
timing,
Those
good
Odin
fun.
kills,
Nice
just a
timing.
beautiful hold from Fnatic. The first 3 opening kills. And that is the Rolling Thunder gone. They do have the showstopper, they do have a gun round, and Vitality maybe needing to pick up this round instead.
Yo,
Still
Metal
3 players
Alpha,
here,
thank you
though.
for the
Still
prime.
gonna have to come
Appreciate
up
it.
against it. It's not an easy one at all to face off against. Need a lot from Safe.
Ooh, a little bit of chip damage.
That caught him. Down to 77, but
Am I playing ranked later? No.
Rocket will still work just as well, and the counter Odin potentially just spam on either side. Whoa.
46.
He's
Just
still
that,
almost
yeah,
catching
everyone-
He's
Safe.
still going.
Safe is just like a bullet sponge right now, just magneted towards him. He's on 9 HP. He wants out of it. He doesn't want any
Huh?
of that.
They
But
just
again,
shoot the wall for
No,
fun.
what is the
So they
Odin?
Have
Yeah.
the C line.
I don't know.
Oh, Alpha in the corner. He can get played in as well by Hero. I guess the right choice is that C site. If you're looking at this, we obviously get to see the full picture.
They at least need to pressure this C area. Force the Viper back into the site. Chronicle gets spotted, backs up. But Sender left that A space as well. It's a
Vitality's
look to
playing
make here.
pretty
45
slow.
seconds left. The only pivot they
Compared to
can
like other teams I watched
They
today.
have the lockdown. Alpha's gonna put.
trying to
China
Straight
runs
to
it
that.
down.
I guess maybe a little panicked, a little worried that they
China run
overwhelmed
it
Chronicles are trying
down.
to support him, but there's still time on this.
That's what
30
they say
They
when
seconds
they
or so
just
left.
knife arrow jump
And they
through
go
smokes
back
with
for it.
5
Still lots
people.
of utility.
No
Safe still got that
flashes.
ult.
Oh, dirty.
I feel like how
It's gonna be nasty.
did when
They don't know quite about this. Chronicle
That
trying to
shit
thread the needle.
crazy.
20 seconds
that's a
now.
big
That is a
stand.
huge reveal. This is big info here.
Yo, this
and they
is
still need to worry
crazy,
about
yo.
this man. How much can he do though? Oh no! Safe with an absolute
Ooh,
blunder.
save.
Fumbles it. 10 seconds
Yeah.
now. They have to just run
He
in.
raised ulted
There's
him.
nothing more. There's nothing more. The door is shut. The round's over. Trex can try and make some damage happen, but it doesn't matter. The spike is down. There's no chance of getting towards the site. And Fnatic stem the bleeding
That was a bad
instantly.
round from
Any of
Vitality.
that
What the
threat,
fuck are they
any of that
cooking?
danger has been dealt with.
This has to be a timeout for Vitality and regroup their thoughts. They are not figuring these things out in the middle of the rounds. Right now, Fnatic are perfectly outplaying on them the defense. First round, they do a stack towards A, completely silent. Vitality walk into the trap. They don't want to mess around with that again, so they go back to C, but they leave no options. And so late into the round, they have to commit here. But Alpha, just playing in these corners, realizing they can't clear me out, and he repositions so beautifully. Vitality, they gotta get something going. That's ultimates used, and no results.
You need value on that, don't you? It's one of those, and it looks like a pace change. Just go
Oh,
straight
now they
into
ran it
Stingers.
down.
Alpha, gotta be cautious.
Honestly, it
He
worked
could've
out
been
better than
overwhelmed, but
their other
apparently he's
round.
fine. Just keeping
Yeah, the bomb
that
site.
middling up here. Paranoia goes in. He needs some support from Hero. He's going to take over the fight, but
They
he's
pushed
over.
him so far back,
overwhelmed
it's
and
fine.
outdone. Vitality with opportunity. Alpha showing off his juggling skills. But the plant's there. This is beautiful from Vitality. This is what they wanted. Maybe a chance on this. Quick TP out. They're still going back and forth here. Zender stunning. They're still doing serious damage here. And you're right,
How's
the
Alpha
ball
Air
is
still
there for
alive? It
Trex
was the
if he
C
wants it.
player.
Alpha though tries to overwhelm himself, but it's traded. And now the 2v2. Upgrade for Trex. He's got the Vandal. Safe still with the Stinger, but it looks just fine. For the sake of prosperity, they want to catch at least one, and they've done that. But Chronicle in the meantime creeps a little closer, and now the 1v1. Boaster up against Trex. And Boaster, how do you try and predict this one? Audio a little lower, and he's just completely working in the dark here. Trex has to check on this. Has to take a look here at some point. Tries to keep his Fuse is out. Boaster's got time. He's got the diffuser. Fnatic make it to 5. But Vitality looked so deadly then.
So close. Again, Vitality just letting these rounds slip away. They've got to be kicking themselves. It's the third round as well, like we were talking about. Please use your ultimates off cooldown. They've been doing that. They use the Rolling Thunder the round to get it. They use the Showstopper the round to get it. They use the Nightfall the round to get it. But they lose each of those rounds. And now Fnatic building that lead 5-1.
Buster? Oh, yeah.
Team Vitality.
Actually, does him so good.
What is the rule? I want to know what the rule is. Tell me what the rule is.
It was a yapper.
And the timeout comes out for Team Vitality,
Oh,
much
that.
needed, and they need to talk about what they can do. And
Guys,
if
it's
I'm sitting there,
saying
in the
random
coaching
stuff to say
corner,
random
I'm
stuff
gonna be
about the
talking about
round.
how
Isn't
they're
that
doing
what
too
you
many
do
of these
when you
telegraphed
watch
all
party?
in place.
Isn't
So
that
right
what
there,
everyone's doing?
kind of a pacey.
No, like he overdoes
let's
it.
go
He
fast,
named
don't
like
back up,
30
let's go
things
and
that didn't
keep
even
our
happen.
grinding, see if we
They're
can get
like,
there. If we
he's
get
like,
there,
he
let's
went
go
from the
and
knife to the Odin to the jump to then press
But I'm
W on his
talking
key, like
how we need
yeah,
to
it's a little
force
too
them
much
on
yapping.
things. So every time we've gone towards A, we haven't done anything towards C. Chronicle was jump spotting at one round, Alpha's jump spotted a couple rounds. Fnatic have all that space, all that info, and get to control their rotations perfectly. So Vitality need to do a
Will,
better
thank you for the
job
prime,
of
appreciate it.
keeping the
Thank you
map
for the team.
dark for Fnatic. Not show them their true intentions, maybe do a fake, not so that they can end towards B, but so they can end towards the extremity. Use those revolving doors more. Use the revolving door on A to go C. Use the revolving door at B to go A. Stuff like that needs to come out for Team Vitality. If they don't do
You
it,
hear this guy?
Fnatic's
Holy
gonna stay
fuck,
a
this
step
guy's a
ahead
yapper right
every
now.
single round, and it's going to be just obliteration on the side of Team Fnatic.
See if they can work
I'm
the
not
map.
even letting Pansy talk.
Strain Fnatic a little bit more.
Yo, nah,
Lose
thank you
that
for the gifted
blind
tier, man.
confidence
Appreciate you.
near on at
Is it
times.
his first time?
It looks like he's gone back to this.
Val? I'm not
at least
sure.
initially.
For Valorant, no,
Whether or
he's
not
a
they
CS
continue
caster.
is yet to be seen. The door gets swung. It's
Val, I don't
Chronicle
know.
this time over towards A. Doesn't get the connection that we saw Durka get before, but still keeps that space under the Fnatic flag.
Yeah.
Around that jump spot
Yeah.
still happening. Alpha still
Baby
keeping all that
babe.
info.
Baby is
but a
pretty
late
good at
play
it,
back
though.
in. I like
Yeah.
this
He's,
from
like,
Runner
really good.
creeping on over. And eventually check on him here. There he is. So position noted.
Step in the right direction for Vitality, but again, they left that A space. Haunt comes out, re-clears all of A lobby. It's a full grouping towards C.
That's quite good here.
The only offset is that Safe was
Great
individual from this. Durka on the hunt for him.
Boy, he just ran into his
Still
ult.
gets him at least with the
Wow,
phantom on that.
Damn.
Swamp one trade out.
Big info, and the time is getting so low. The rotation coming in. It's
Alpha
all
has
on Alpha.
He's got to buy time though, but can he do it? He's got support here. They're gonna know about him. Try and play this one out. Oh, he's just being so slippery. He's making him trying to spend all this time to close him down, and they clear him finally. 25
he
seconds
was
down. They've
running.
got to get a move on. Bo's to
running
get it towards the
circles.
site, but he's been caught by the seas. So he's going to be very vulnerable to this. Yeah, absolutely. Runner spams him out. Almost had him there. Easy. Nice reveal, but not enough to be able to do any damage. This is better, Josh. This is what you wanted to be seeing.
This is very close to what I wanted to see.
He does the
Still could have
trash.
been
Yeah,
cleaned
I
up a
don't know. He
little bit.
kissed the
Fanatics,
O and it didn't kill
so
him.
much faith in Alpha
Like
to
140.
hold that site by himself. Alarm mollies, Vipers.
I mean,
work
I've
as
died
well.
from, like,
so
miles
Fnatic gonna
away.
rotate actually to help Chronicle looking to save
I was like,
this
It was
Odin.
still pretty
And I
good.
like what they're
Yeah.
doing. They switch up who's got the Odin in tree. This round it was Chronicle. A few rounds ago it was Durka. So that keeps their setup shrouded a little bit. Vitality can't
Yeah, you
figure
see
out
it's like
who
a
it is, what the setup is. Is it the 3A or is it just a 2A setup? But again, Vitality,
Up
at
here?
least they come
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
C.
Yeah,
At least
And
they
then,
put
like,
pressure.
That
It's
route
like,
full
at
as
least
well.
there's a
Yeah,
little
the
bit of
funding is,
contact
like,
pressure towards B
Yeah.
before they commit to C. So steps in the right direction, could be cleaned up a little bit better.
That math
Fnatic
card, we don't have
dropping the
primary.
ball a little bit in this round.
I don't pay
Maybe
attention.
hesitant to
This is my first time
support in
looking at
that one, maybe
sponsors
just
up there.
taking their time a little bit. It would have been interesting to see what
That's
would have
what
happened if they had
production-
more support for Alpha, who was seemingly doing the dance what felt like hours. Most of them just diving into the smoke. It felt a little bit disjointed.
Yeah, it was like lemmings kind of slowly just falling apart. We saw Boaster and Hero together at B for so long, and maybe they thought it was a fake, but Durka got
Both
so much
laughing at
space
it.
there. Maybe they thought, okay, they're going to hit the revolving door, pivot to B now.
Surely,
Surely
yeah,
don't
yeah.
come through here. But
Yeah.
a heavy ace start for Fnatic. 3 players there. Chronicle walling up just to get them the initial control, but fast opening towards B. That's pressure from Vitality. Not their true intention. They hit that revolving door.
I don't know
They
what
go to see if they
Chronic
want to.
was saving
And
his
Alpha on
Viper
that
up
jump
for.
spot has to back off.
Got it for like 3
You
rounds.
can see
They just
if
dump it
Fnatic
somewhere.
keep toe-to-toe with these adjustments from Vitality. Okay, a reactionary Viper's Pit from Chronicle. That alleviates maybe Alpha then to kind of sit a little bit deeper, be more willing to rotate if they feel the presence elsewhere, but this could change Vitality's plans now.
There was a little bit of an Omen standoff at A, and here comes the fake reclear from Trek. Smoke on the cross. That's info. That's Paranoia and Odin at the same time. That's 2 players.
And they're just going to go now. They've read that well enough. That's enough of an indicator to go
Big.
forward.
Oh, wow.
Huge pick
Oh,
from
that-
Saint,
oh.
but the
Oh, I
follow-up
thought he
Durka just
killed
spams
himself
him
in a
down.
nade.
So there's
Oh,
still a little bit of
Durka, yeah.
contest over towards Blue Room.
That-
Plant
that's
should
a-
be
that's
in
a good
play.
nade.
And already the pressure's starting to mount back in here. And they're reading it right
Guys,
on
aim
track.
for
You
this.
saw that
Did you see
second
that?
of doubt, that second of consideration. Hero doing some serious damage though. But the inevitable death of Trex is on the way. That should be the dagger in the back, and it is. For
Damn.
Runner and Trex still in a 2v2. Time is on their side. They note one on the spike itself. Someone will have to deal with this. Someone has to deal with this. Someone has to deal with this. You can't
They
let
not
that
hear it?
happen.
Neither of them see. I don't think they heard it.
Right under their nose. Chronicle sticks to the defuse. Vitality. Don't believe it's a real defuse. Hesitate. That Viper's Molly just holding them off. Hey, just gotta disrespect it at some point. Double peek. 1 player covering and 1 player sticking
It's like
it.
all of them are,
But
basically.
It's kind of
I
like
do
the
like how
sentries,
Vitality
but
is mixing in these little fake jabs before they actually commit somewhere. Fake reclearing A. Oh, okay, that's information. That's 2 people there. Chronicle, he's Viper ultimated towards C. Okay, at worst 2 people B. Maybe they could have extended into Waterfall instead of the Blue Room then. Alpha pushed off of C immediately. And Chronicle here to back him up.
Can't be these all in plays though. Very, very risky. Kicks one off from his ult, but still lockdown's in play. It's going to isolate, but Chronicle falls almost instantaneously. And Alpha's barely alive. He's lucky to be able to try and back away from this, but he's caught by the Seas. Vitality flood the site itself. Nicely done. Hero going to catch Runner, but still, it is a 3v2. This should be a massive advantage for Vitality here, if they can get that plant down. Durka would love to do some damage on that, but no one's letting that happen. Caution being shown, respect being shown.
You're going for it.
And a banging shot, but
Oh,
big
wow.
trade for kicks. That keeps it secure, that keeps it favorable.
That
Another
should
attempt
be
at
a
the plant.
The
Should be.
reposition from Durka. Will he realize this in time?
It doesn't look like anyone's looking that way just yet, but still, they've managed to slip away. Reposition deep towards Mound. Does he hit the shot?
Rolling Thunder if necessary. Paranoia as well.
I mean, it's the Guardian though. That can still hit even with those
He's off the
stunties.
spike though,
Oh,
you don't need
one
it.
bullet.
You don't need to do anything here. He's flying forward. One bullet. That's all he
Oh,
had.
if he had more than 1
Kicks
bullet.
Sends him to the next round.
I don't think his team told him he had 1 bullet.
Round up for
told
Vitality,
him one
starting to
bullet.
find their form here. Couple of rounds clawed back. 3
Damn.
for Vitality now.
I was gonna win that too. Nice session.
Fnatic. They were doing so well early in the game. They were getting all that confidence back again like they had on Haven, taking those similar risks as if they were winning by 5 or 6 rounds. And they were at one point. They were winning by a healthy margin of 4 or 5 rounds. But
Alpha's
now there's so much confidence
He's
on
just-
Alpha to
all his
hold that
stuff is-
site. They're getting completely
Oh,
punished
yeah.
by being a little bit too greedy and a fast opening towards A for Vitality.
It's a very good
Counter.
player.
But that
He
was
goes
With
for
nothing to
kills.
lose, you gotta go over aggressive. And Boaster, how are you here?
What the fuck?
Oh,
The
how did he get
frenzy.
away with
Finding
that?
He didn't, cause he
Oh,
wasn't.
and
They were in
Hero's
the
got a
suck, I
shot as
think.
well.
Yeah.
Damn.
Vitality, come on, this was
Yeah,
meant
they're
to be
the
one
same
you
as
find
tier 1
stability.
11 month
Close that,
vacation.
scoreboard up a bit further, get to 4 rounds.
That was crazy.
Runner and
No,
kicks
he
the last
fucking
alive.
ran
Stayed
in
on the
there.
spike.
Yeah. Took his chance.
Yeah.
I hate to see these sort of situations.
They've got the ultimates to make this work as well, though.
You
A kill
do.
for Runner. Turns into a pinhead. He can find out where all the remaining players are. A perfectly
This is
timed
what-
breach rolling thunder.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
This
This
is
is good.
really, really.
They need to. They need to alleviate.
Yeah.
Alpha is
Yeah.
looking for it, but he's not gonna be able
He's
to
not
get
gonna
it.
see
Deep
it.
towards CT.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you're Fnatic, you will
Unless
start
they go
questioning
C.
where the hell are they going? They have B, why aren't
It's
they?
like, go
I
see,
think
yes,
going
though.
A is like.
There's going to be this internal clock, that penny dropping at some point where you go, this is weird. And Durka is the first to consider it.
A is
Already.
so
They are
dangerous for these
switching
guys, though. There's so many
sides.
angles to clear. They can get crossfired, but they have that heaven control. They can plan for backside.
30 seconds
They
left.
need to retake that heaven area afterwards, though. Camera
the
up,
action.
clears
There we go.
tree.
There's contact.
That's
He has
it.
Rizzo.
For
He
Fnatic.
hears that, no?
Showstopper on Durka.
He-
Double
I
satchel.
think
As you go around the world here, runner. It's got a little, again, they
Yeah,
have
he
to make
didn't say
kind
anything.
of out of character plays almost, but he's been spotted as well.
Alpha's
So even
also-
that play won't be able to be
Yeah,
happening
his
because you've
position
got
is
Alpha
good.
They're
watching
gonna,
that
like,
line.
punch
So
it.
slowly creeping closer. Durka gonna pop the ult, gets slowed down on the way. Tries to go for
Wow.
Durka. Runner's still
But
on
that's
the
the
wall.
Rosa
Still
ult?
game on here. They are the walking wounded, but
Yo,
they're still
that's
breathing.
crazy.
Alpha creeping closer. Spots
not
one on the
see
side.
it?
He doesn't even know. He knows where the
Yo,
bombs are now.
yo, Alpha,
He's
bro.
still firing.
Shoot
He's
him.
fumbling this one. Alpha and a classic is all that they got in the end. Now
Yeah,
we are
HP
ulting
in
for
a
this.
dream, praying this
Bro, what
works,
the
but one
fuck
straight
is
bullet
Alpha
would do
doing?
the job. But time is ticking.
He
Giggs has done so much for
Bro,
Vitality. A
what?
mistake from Fnatic and wonders
I
He
think
could
he
have.
saw
They were
it.
both 10 HP.
Yeah, I don't think he
Very
saw them.
good 2
yet.
versus 4
Didn't see.
played from these
No,
guys.
he knew the guy was
Perfect
7 and he
positioning.
knew the other guy was like.
well off of each
like
other, breaching
backside.
contact on heaven there. This initial
Yo, what
fight,
the
though,
fuck,
was actually
Yeah, that
really nice
fucking
from Fnatic.
ult
The
is-
combination with
that
the
is-
abilities, the nade with the C's, Boaster running in, he knows they're deaf, he just gets in there,
Yo, that's
slips through the
crazy.
cages.
Wow,
Those were the
Alpha threw
attacker
that.
cages to stay alive, used against them. And now it's also Showstopper invested on a
He
lost
nervous?
round for Team Fnatic.
I would think he
6-4,
was
the gap
nervous.
closes.
Yeah, we're getting
He was
closer
just
now.
overwhelmed.
Felt like it should never have been that close in the first place, but regardless,
No,
nothing
they had no
happened
clue
with
he
that.
was behind them. None of
No,
them
but
were
like, what
looking at them.
decision
He
does he
just
make in
slipped.
the moment? Yeah.
Kick's gonna start
Flip.
working towards the ult. Could have had that on Trex potentially, but opting against it.
Durka is
They don't have
loving
rumble control
it.
this time.
Oh, yeah, I don't know
I've
why he's
seen him,
owning
like,
on
Grouping towards
Raise
C.
this
Yeah.
match like
Bringing
what?
I've
Durka
seen
into
them
the
use it,
equation.
like-
They still have that A space. Turret watching B. Happy to play that retake on that
Also,
B area.
perfect.
And Alpha disrespecting everything. Got that line again. Fnatic able to rotate out.
He's still up
Safe.
since 3 AM.
What a
Actually,
quick
he's still
pivot.
up.
These rotations are huge. They're here early. The
I think he was
power
streaming
pretty
before
core
me.
hero, but still, they're
He
going to
was
be here
live
to
since,
meet
like,
this
12.
hit. So Plant's going to come in.
got him,
Vitality
like,
will have site
10:30.
control for now, but it's a pre-take, and it's perfect
Oh,
for
wow.
Chronicle.
Oh,
Three
wow.
kills back to back.
Photo shot,
Chronicle large and in charge,
Chronicle's
and
also
Trex
rushing?
left irrelevant to the outcome. The Plant's in.
Ja, to
This
dwa
would need a
bratana
1v5.
na komendzie.
You ain't getting it. Not against Kron. Not now. You get Fnatic the info.
I said there's
They'll
2
get the
brothers on
round.
this team.
That
Got
was
Chronicle and Durka.
Right, Durka.
an
Yeah,
Andalusia
he's so flashy.
flawless
Mm-hmm.
for
And
Fnatic.
Chronicle.
The way that they played that, the way
He's so
that the
cool.
timing that they went
Yeah.
out.
Last round.
I don't add trash. Thank you for the prime.
Vitality falling
Appreciate
into
you.
that trap of going straight into B with 5, not creating
The
any
blind
pressure.
9, that's a crazy
Alpha
blind
on
there.
that C line because there's
just
no one there still.
ran
It's
in
such
there,
an easy
boom.
pivot for Vitality to be able to just open that revolving door and connect with B, but they leave nobody there. Instead, Alpha's able to retake that position. Fnatic, full control of A lobby, and
surprised
Vitality
he didn't
into
tell
the
me
Dragon
anything in
Nest
Russian.
again. Vitality, they were winning by doing all this spread pressure.
just like,
being
nice,
able to
bro.
create these options. They need to go back to that now. We need to see that again. But Stingers, Vandal, Sheriff.
Did they actually?
Last time they had this sort of buy, it was that
Well,
real
Chronicle is
ACC hit
fully Russian, I
that they
think.
kind of then overextended
Durka is
for
like
CT, and it actually
Finland, I
worked pretty
think,
well.
or
It was a
whatever it
very,
is. Like
very
he
good
can.
round,
He,
He's
but
Nordic.
now have they learned their
Finland.
lesson? Yeah, Fnatic
yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
have.
Like, he
Alpha
speaks
set the
Russian. I don't know if
trap,
he's full Russian.
waited for the mouse to come on in, and Sender's gone. But Chronicle's got to be
Chronicle is
careful.
full
He can get
Russian, though.
overwhelmed in
Wait,
this,
who's playing
and he does. On the drop of the smoke, he gets absolutely body checked,
Chronicle.
and now
You gotta
4v4,
try that.
trying to build
Really
through
gotta
waterfall this time, rather than CT.
Yeah, I gotta
A
watch
slight
Sender's
adjustment,
video.
and the spike's now down. Boaster trying to catch the heels of Safe. Oh, a little bit of a swing, and it's messy.
Oh, ew.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, just give him the ace.
Oh my god.
Damn.
We did not
They
see
were
that.
watching that, and then Alpha just got 4-1 taps out of nowhere.
Nah, that wasn't as important as we just saw.
Yeah, so
The
Diffuse
observers
still
were doing
8
something
rounds
The
very
casters got
creative.
the.
now, so
They got
I think this
the
game was back and
correct
forth. It
one.
felt like Vitality, they were struggling.
He got 2 Maui kills?
Love that setup.
Oh no, he got 1 Maui kill.
Molly on the box, waiting for that
Oh,
teleport in, which happens
wow.
every round. Nightfall didn't even
No, this
connect
was-
it. I
that
don't
was
think it didn't need
Didn't
to.
seem like it, yeah.
Beautiful.
But if we kind of talk about this half from start to end, it was initially that Vitality were a little bit too simplistic in approach, a little too all in.
Oh, that's
Time
funny,
out here,
huh?
and they actually adjusted
Maybe,
well
maybe.
there, but it looks like Fnatic kind of found that out towards the end.
This map and Haven run kind of similar in a way, and Fnatic is really good at the Haven. They have those sites to work with. They're able to use all this space. They're able to close the map down by getting this deep info, and they were doing a really good job of that here as well. Vitality didn't do enough to force Fnatic back
crazy.
to
It's like
be
back to
blind
back
in the rounds.
No, they
were
all are.
perfectly set up for
Yeah,
Vitality.
The Pacific one, the China were like stacked on top of each other. They started at the same time. So I only got to see the last map of China because they finished later.
Oh, I see.
Runner.
Pacific one I watched 05, then China
How was
watched
that?
one.
How was it?
What was the DRX versus DRX?
They're going to be suffering for that. Slow and steady.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
The only thing to really show
It was
here is
like what you
this. Just
expect.
trying to
They
find the
ran it
gap,
down 5
which
maps in a
they
row.
found this time.
Hey, they're good at what they. It works.
Deep lines for
They're
B.
just like-
That Haunt gets a an
Absolutely.
even deeper line. Runner. Breach
Something
spotted.
kept him
Sunder
killing
ready to
Mako. I
paranoia
was
as
like,
well.
he just
Vitality knows.
Mako couldn't kill me and
They have the read.
something. What do we have in common? We're both Russian. He couldn't kill us.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what Kix tries to do in this. He's trying to maybe cover off blue room at least for now,
That's a
but
spike.
what?
Under the control, they have to hit the door
Yeah,
again.
this
Sender.
is huge. But hold on, Sender's gone down, so now they've lost out on side control, so now they're getting surrounded.
Yeah, it's
Runner!
actually- There's basically one.
Runner and Sender had everything in
A
there. They
Russian?
got the spike on
Yeah.
their side of the door. They had everything.
Well, I
in
don't know about
Dream
China.
Dog. And Hero taking the
my
space towards
I didn't-
CT. Great shot on Kicks. And now on the way back in,
I didn't
Safe and
make
Trex are
any-
going to need some big boy kills here. That's a great start. Durka was already wounded initially. He was down a lot
Maybe.
lower. Now Safe and Trex trying to build back through. Oh, Hero's already caught Trex. Safe can only do
Yeah.
so much.
Jingg
No,
on
he was
Chronicle.
close.
Wait, did
Down,
he?
yeah, he flicked over. Like hit him in the head. Chronicle. He had to have had shields, otherwise I have no idea how he lived that. But yeah, oh man, I do wonder what was going on in the comms for the Vitality side. Kicks rotating over
Yo, what
into
up, Demka? How
B
you
instead of
doing?
staying towards
Been a
A,
while.
and the flank coming in from the site, wrapping on
Yeah.
these players at Tree. Sender going down before the door was able to fully close. Spike down 2 feet in front of them. Vitality had that. Now they're trailing by 5. And Fnatic clinching another pistol round.
Yeah, this is where it gets scary though, because 10 is on the horizon, right? 10 rounds is so nearby. You gotta feel when those ults
15
start
assists.
hitting, where everything starts going well, it gets so hard to recover. But Vitality may be a chance here. You got Safe with the Sheriff and the rest on just pistols. Very hard to make it work now. Cross map smoke to try and support Runner.
Well, no way they're going back
They
A.
wait and they hope a mistake happens, that
Yeah, they're going
Fnatic
B.
aren't meticulous in approach, that maybe they get fortunate in some way. And as it looks like,
Alarm
Fnatic
bot.
aren't even going that way.
Did I get
Called
broken
back.
or did he call back?
I thought it was called back, but I may be wrong.
Called back to bait the
They
push
are
from
going back
Vitality.
into
They
A.
don't bite though.
It's scary.
The stun ready.
This,
Oh,
Boaster.
Boaster.
They had such a good read. It was such a
Damn.
nice little try. Again, you're going to be on pistols. You have to try and make something happen for yourself. It isn't going to happen if you hold a normal round, so I don't mind them going for something a little different. And they were right, and it still goes wrong. So Safe in a 1v5 pretty much here until Runner comes over. I mean, the guy's good for 1. No more though.
Really nice
Good shot towards Alpha, but still, they need more than good shots. They needed something more to be favorable.
Oh, they're gonna give it to Durka.
Gonna make
Raise
it go
up.
a bit.
Wait, Hero took it.
Just shoves him into the loving arms of Hero. It's 10 very quickly now for Fnatic. So backs to the wall for Vitality. You gotta hit the ground running now.
Durka has one off of his showstopper as well, so there's got to be these
He's on-
mind games happening. Team
I'm
Vitality,
very
I wouldn't even
full.
be surprised
I'm
if they
sorry.
want to use a timeout here just to talk
You don't have
things,
like much
let the coach
anymore
get
because
involved
our
in
Well,
the
fridge is
situation.
empty.
Because
Yeah,
right now you have to
I
decide,
just. If I
are
really-
Fnatic going to go towards C, get that showstopper in line?
Oh,
or
yeah,
are they
you
gonna
wanted the
think
meats
that they're
too.
gonna set
Yeah,
up a
I'll
trap
make
on
the
C,
beats.
you have that
Yeah.
breach involved,
You have to
and then
do
they're
it.
actually going to speed up towards A instead.
What
If
do
you
you
spread
mean,
yourselves
you
too
have to?
thin, then, you know, they have a bonus. They get to stay together.
It's
Well,
just
I
too
think,
high density.
You read what
Sorry.
Vitality assumed was going to be this approach towards C, but as you rightly highlighted, Fnatic go,
Right,
screw
then
that,
just
we're
make
off
a
towards A,
portion
that's
for
fine.
one
They
game.
haven't picked up the pace too heavily though.
That's not
They're playing a
happening.
little bit more
Well, then it's
cautiously.
gonna go bad. I can only eat like twice a day.
Rotating over, but it's just Sender on A by himself. There's a smoke and a paranoia. He can stall. And the push coming through C here.
Yeah, this
How old
puts
is Boaster? I don't
good
know.
damage on Durka.
Fucking
This is
old,
Alpha
no?
in danger though. Look at that flank.
Not that
It will
old.
be noted by
Really?
the alarm
Mid-
bot, but he's got numbers against him that are not favourable
I
by
thought
any means.
28.
Runners cleared him out and the map gets smaller. They get surrounded on both
Oh.
fronts. Boaster gets his fighter, gets sender, then doorbell kicks.
28 is
Oh,
old.
Boaster's
Gamer
punished him.
standards, yeah, that's fucking retirement age room.
Oh my god, Fnatic just worming away through this map, finding all these angles.
I think there's like a lot
And
of players
working
that
all of these spots, all of these positions of Vitality could
No,
have
but I'm
found
talking
comfort
like 28,
in. After that
like
pick
East
on
versus
Alpha,
like
and the way
almost
they're being
retirement age.
surrounded
I guess,
on that
but I
A
think
site,
this
you
is
thought maybe this was the one.
Valorant is
But
like
Vitality
so young.
might have to
Still-
call it quits even in this round.
He's 29.
Definitely considering it.
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to back off towards C. You're
Who's
absolutely
the
right.
oldest pro
Fnatic,
player?
they just
Okay.
walked up
Oh.
towards
No, in EM.
A there, and Vitality, they weren't even
Probably
in the worst
Ainge
position.
won.
They
How
had
old
so
is
much
Ainge
input
won?
towards C
He's been
so
around for
early into the round as well, but they didn't have that fallback plan in mind for Sender over on A. He had that Odin.
How old
He
is
had a
Ainge?
smoke
Okay,
in
I had a feeling it was
all
him.
that
Yeah,
He's
he's like 30,
32?
33 or
Especially after they triggered
34.
that alarm bot. That defensive smoke and paranoia
34. Yeah,
needs
I
to
had a
come
feeling
out.
it was
And
him. I
feel like
remember
it
seeing a
took
tweet
so
about him
long
like
for it
being
to
the
actually
oldest
get
one.
invested that Fnatic
34,
were able to
yeah.
press
And he's
forwards
killing it still,
uncontested
so-
and got the opening picks that they needed into that round.
Here we go.
Alpha spots 2 as well on that flank there. And that scan
Yep. God.
couldn't get away.
No.
And pressing forwards like this as well, you know exactly
mean-
where they are.
I-
They're
that
pushed
was
up.
like,
Okay, I'm gonna
don't,
take the
like,
space
read it
from
off
them.
one
When they're
game.
gonna come back, they won't expect me up close here. 11-4.
He's
Alpha
still
like,
existing
he's playing
spirits
over.
right now.
He-
Even in
he's
the
still
rounds that they were
franchising.
losing in,
Exactly. He has a
I think it
job.
was this game.
He isn't
actually,
franchising and I'm
Spectre,
not, what
he's-
can I
he's
say?
having a fun- yeah, he's having a
Right.
good
That's
time. So
exactly how you should.
when these guys are having a good time and they're hitting, you know, the shots that they're hitting, they have the reads that they are hitting, reading, and just this confidence we saw from Alpha to even just try to 1 versus 5 on C so
Yeah.
often on defense, stealing that C mount space constantly as well.
Yo,
It's,
Demko, thank you for the
it's an
year
impressive
1
thing to
for months.
witness. And the problem is that
Let's see, bro.
on the half, it felt like a very manageable score.
Let's see.
It felt like you had rounds to play with. Yeah, Fnatic had the lead, but we had opportunities. The issues are that
What are you
with
counting?
3 rounds gone, that's all it is. 3 rounds difference. The scoreline feels monumental. 11-4. It's a very long road back for them. So Vitality coming into this one need to be, you know, crossing the T's, dotting the I's.
Yeah.
Everything has has to be right. It's not
I
going
think
to be easy.
they don't want to give him 12.
The
They want
buy's
to
not
go
gonna be
for
perfect
I
either.
think. I
They
don't know.
don't have ults to depend
It
on.
seems like they
are
are
struggling
It's like
in certain areas.
one
here
is
right
forced
now.
and the other one isn't.
To make this work, they better have had the best time out of their lives.
I think
they're
they're,
like
they're
a-
going half, I think.
Yeah,
actually.
they're
as well.
doing some-
Dirk has got
Yep.
that online.
Yeah.
We know Fnatic's been so
Big
good
fast
at using
control.
them off
See the ping.
cooldown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This round could be the fatal blow, couldn't it?
They're
But let's see. Is there still some fight and vitality here on Lotus?
Deep camera at C-Mount. Good timing on that from information. So much
Huh?
time left in the round. Fnatic can pivot.
Yeah.
Camera's broken. And Durka cancels getting the orb. He already has his ultimate, doesn't need that orb. Maybe it was to bait out a stun or something. A reaction from Team Vitality. But nothing came. Confirmed information. That's fade towards C now.
Got 5k
Early in
subs
the
and I'll
round.
do a Brimstone
Using a
cosplay.
Prowler.
You would do so good as a Brimstone
5k
cosplay.
subs.
I'm
Now
not
it's been
gonna
pressure
lie.
in a couple
Like,
of
you
areas,
could actually
right?
do
Now,
it
the
with-
only thing
Who
that
wants to
Vitality
give
has under
4K
their control
gifted?
is A, to
Who's
an
got
extent,
that?
right? They've got rubble control.
If you
Assistant?
can
Pushed
you
up,
can do like
safe.
Sova because
Where
you're
you at,
such a
buddy?
good
He's
people.
holding ahead of the wall. He's got everything. He's got full information on this. So you've got to hope that Vitality then bolster the numbers.
Oh,
up.
Sova was the one.
Yeah, that's what I said
Sova was
too.
better. I
He's
remember.
such a
Yeah,
pretty boy.
Sova would have been better. Sova was better because Sova was Russian. I'm
30
Russian.
seconds hits and
his
Fnatic are in.
voice
You
line?
still have that showstopper with
Nah,
Durka.
but I
got
They're
that
a great
practice.
systems player when it comes to these site takes, but these reveals are
Sova
fantastic.
cosplay at
Track's still in
5k
play,
subs
and
has
they
got
still
me.
hold the site.
5K,
And
you're
a
actually
wild attempt from
doing
Trax
everything.
there. It's run and tilt it in his favor.
Or he just
Kicks
get
with some
persistent and be
great
like,
shots back to
oh, I
back.
got paid today? Oh, here you go.
In a 1v3,
Some leftovers.
13 seconds
Persistent
position.
is-
I maxed out all my investments
Starting
for the
to
month, for the
dwindle.
year. I don't
Be
need any more.
careful.
He put 7,000
Kicks it.
that
That's
guy.
good
Hey,
enough.
he
Two
got
alive.
everything, man.
They take it when they get it. It's the first time we've seen them really fighting for that map control in the right ways, Josh.
A really good adjustment from Vitality there. Off the
I
back
mean,
of
with
that
like
timeout.
Sova, we'd have to
Fnatic,
get you to win
not
with
sure
Brimstone.
what the plan was there. They did such a good job on
Yeah,
their
he just
defense,
dyed my hair.
getting all that information. You would think that
Or
in
the
their
white.
attack side, they'd
You
have
need
that
long
same
hair, though.
sort of thing in their pocket. But they never pressured
Mm,
that
he
A
doesn't
line
like
off.
it.
When it got to be
Yeah, he had,
safe
like, a
on that
level
line
up.
by himself,
Yeah.
they didn't even have that Viper wall, so maybe they think putting it up and down was enough. But Vitality, perfect positions, 4 players towards C to deal with that Fnatic hit. We go again.
But why doesn't he have blue eyes?
Now, going in for a risky fight when you are down this many rounds is scary.
No, he has blue eyes.
Because this can happen. It goes from bad to worse with a follow-up kill. Safe trying to hold the line.
I was thinking you have context now. The blue ones.
But still, there are issues here. He can't really back away. And maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he wants to stay and fight for this one. With 6 bullets, he's taken them down to 2 standing. Hero and Alpha.
It's the plastic
Where are they and what
one,
can
right?
they do? Alpha is trying to get them space, but
He pulled the turret back though.
Oh, it's just a plastic one.
Missed the timing on the fade.
Yeah, looks plastic.
Gonna know about this now.
It's a game.
Wow.
And who you back in this one? Runner and Safe.
Yeah, it's
or
like a
Alpha
plastic
and Hero?
thing in
No, it's how he
Hero
sees his
can
like
get his
owl
off
drone.
this too if he gets that plant down. Wants to
Wait,
make
it's
sure
connected with
to
his
secure
owl
this
drone?
You
plant.
didn't know that?
No.
That's how you can do
Timing
it
is gonna
all.
be huge
It's
for
like in
Runner,
his
though.
eye.
He needs to line
Oh
him up.
wow.
They shoulder it, they check it. It's still not perfect. He gets some spam towards it. The Nightfall goes in. Now they know about Safe. They know about both players. But Runner strikes first. But Alpha,
Damn.
It's 12 to Fnatic,
He is getting
keeping Vitality down on 5.
Man, you should, I wish you saw Haven.
And eyeing up that
Yeah.
next round now. Bind getting
Dude.
closer and
Yeah, he was like,
closer.
I don't know, he was like 18 and 2 on ISO.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they're up 9 now.
Into the 2
Wait, how
versus
much
2.
kills does he have right
They
now?
have Alpha.
Oh, right now they're at
live
20.
those situations.
For this, oh, Toto? I don't know.
Always
Like,
good. That
I don't know.
that long range, it was like a homing missile, just tracking him down. I thought it was gonna be a turnaround kicks, save,
Yeah.
just getting those kills. I think 3 kills between the 2 of them there.
He was like
Vitality
feeling
need
it,
to make something.
and then he was like standing up and like waving in front of him.
And this is again, you're just hoping that Safe's going to get you
Yo,
some
Horn, thank
serious
you for the
damage, which
raid.
he
Hope
might
you had a
just
good
do.
one.
Boast is
Appreciate
not
that.
looking pretty, neither's Dirk
Welcome,
here. They're
everyone.
both down pretty low, but still alive and still breathing. And Boast is
Appreciate
still
the raid.
good for the kill. Takes away Safe and secures Rubble. And now there's problems aplenty for Vitality, losing out on Safe this early on.
The only saving grace is this camera towards long C. B is open, Kicks needs to stare at it. Only an aftershock. Stun still on cooldown for probably about 5 more seconds here. Fnatic. Moving around.
Map
this
3 is
Prowler
buying.
cleared
Or
A,
map
saw
4.
nothing. Fnatic
Sleep map.
Jenny,
break the eye.
Yeah, I kind of like
Oh.
what Boast is still showing
Jenny?
that there's something there, right? The
He's
got
re-smoke
his-
and
What the fuck
kind
is
of
that?
pressuring a little bit, and obviously he can TP with the rest of them, but keeping players on this side of the rest of the, on the map is a good idea. It stops them being able to hit that massive rotation.
Yeah,
It's a lockdown as well.
that's smart.
Might be able to use this ultimate to... Okay.
Runner thought about it.
Oh, are they overcooking this a little bit though?
They might be, because B's still got presence. They've still got all those bodies from A. That's why Boaster is still showing presence. He's gone down. Sender controls the A side of the map now. So does Vitality. Fnatic now in a bit of trouble, and by a bit, I mean a whole lot. Sender looking to secure this round, looking to stop the rot here. Great work, and maybe you're on the money there. A little overcooked on that one.
A little bit overcooked.
You
They
think
had
Thunder
all the
took
space they
Cna's
needed.
name?
They put the pressure on A. They broke that
I'm pretty sure
hard.
Cena
They
was
had
first
the
and then
teleport
Thunder like
for
came out of
Roaster. He
nowhere.
could have used that on
But
C.
then,
Got
yeah.
the info that it's just the Cypher there. He's
Yo,
alone. They
MVD,
have
thank you
no
for
idea
the
that Boaster's
gifted
still
to
towards A,
Alpha
though.
Air, bro.
Well, I hate to shot
his-
the
Alpha
eye, so
Air's
maybe
one
they
shot,
do.
fucking
But
good.
maybe he can catch a
Yeah, you see
rotation once that
Thunder.
pressure's on. But
Being
no,
mad,
they
Thunder.
open the door, they go right into B. That's the same
I
trap
don't think-
Vitality fell into on
I
their
didn't even.
attack.
I wouldn't even.
They've broken the money.
He has the
from
same
Fnatic,
capital
right?
on too, I believe.
There's still
I'm pretty sure you
threat
saw
to
that
this
shit
no
from
matter
him.
what, because you are up against map point. So the second you see 12 against you, you know
In 3
you've
years,
got to be
somebody's gonna have a
absolutely
one
flawless.
on their name too.
And they've got
They
options
do
to
already.
depend on in case
No, I
it
mean,
goes
like,
terribly
I mean,
wrong.
like-
If it's an emergency time, you can hit
You know
that
what?
button,
You're
but
the
still.
fan.
Mound control is in favor of
Oh, I'm the
Vitality.
first one
Pushed
down to do
Alpsi,
that.
they've taken that space. So you've got a more passive,
I mean,
more
in, like,
cautious hold on the other side
Yeah,
of the
Valorant,
map.
I'm the first one.
Runner sitting deep. 2 players still on beat. Very, very quiet here so far. They haven't given much away.
We're on like a half by this round.
Well, that's one player noted.
Oh, like,
For the defense as well.
Chronicle was one off Viper ult,
No, they're
but like
onside.
they're not giving him bomb.
Oh.
If he ults, they can probably win.
That's on top. All good so far. Chronicle
He has
though,
ult now.
really to do some serious damage
I think
in
they're
40
saving
seconds
because they
now.
have breach ult.
Making making sure they keep
I think they're playing for like
you keep this one secure, they keep this
secure
one safe,
round.
you
If
don't
they want to
take
save their
risks
ults, like
here.
if they can't win anything, they'll have like 5 ults.
You don't allow him to have more of a
Yeah,
chance,
they only
and
use
that
like all
might
5
be all
ults
she
in the
wrote, at
round
least
to
on this
win
round.
it.
Alpha in a 1v3, Prowler's found him. Oh my
I mean, it's
god, I
not
thought he was going to wide swing that far enough, but 3
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah,
Vitality
I'm
handle
thank you
it.
for the gifted.
One of the strategies that Fnatic do right now is they have the lead, they're so close to winning. They can make Vitality burn so much energy trying to come back just to bring it to overtime and make this a long
Really?
game. If Fnatic can tire Vitality out
Oh, yeah,
on
Moot.
the way to a victory here,
Yeah.
this could
Crazy,
set them up
Moot, like,
for the
knows
following
every
rounds.
call.
To
No,
ends up the
he
series.
Every single time he's
yeah.
like,
Fnatic
oh,
are
this
actually
is a
gonna call
da-da-da-da,
timeout.
and everyone's
They
like,
do
what?
have a few ultimates involved, and I think the reason
Yeah.
why they wanted to go B on that previous round was because Alpha has his lockdown. So I wonder if we're going to see something utilizing that lockdown. Usually it's best towards C or towards B, and I think I've seen them use it in that B post plant before. It's just so difficult to deal with because you have to basically push through C or A to get that backstab on it.
They have both the
So
coach and the analyst.
looking for that, looking at Chronicles
I think
as
this is
well.
coach and
Great
assistant coach.
combination there for B.
Right,
But they
assistant.
need to do something
Yeah.
to alleviate the pressure to make it free to enter B. So making sure that Vitality keep multiple people towards A is going to be really important here. Vitality, they have so many good ultimates themselves.
Wait, I
That
showed you the
shows up
Chinese
with Nikolai
walkout,
and Rolling
right?
Thunder.
The Chinese
Massive.
Oh,
game.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
saw it on the stream.
That
Crowd
thing was
getting excited
fucking.
now,
I
but
was watching.
again, I want to
They
see if
had a
Vitality
huge, like,
can
amount of
keep
people.
themselves in this series,
They what,
in
the
this
stadium?
map at the
Yeah.
very
Because it's a
least.
stadium.
They're that
It's not an
longevity.
arena.
No, but I mean,
That
like,
capability.
even if it's like for EU, half the time,
Prove it in a best of 5.
like other
Wait, which
regions
region
now-
are you talking about?
I'm looking at this opening
China's,
towards C. Vitality have been starting towards A with 3, including that
Well,
Fade,
China's-
including that Raze, and now they're both
Oh,
towards
yeah.
C. Looks like
Like
they're going to
other
seal that space
times-
really early here.
Pretty empty.
Set up the kill trap
In that same
on
arena?
A again.
No, no,
I've
no,
been
in
seeing a
like
little bit
other
of pressure
countries.
towards Mount
Other-
before where it kind of caught Alpha.
Well, I mean,
right? We
they
see
don't
if you
really
roll your mind a
care for
little
these
bit
ones, I'm
further
not gonna
back,
lie.
but does Alpha now become
To
more
go and
aware
watch
of this?
it, China's
Does that
just so
become
much more
part of
popular.
the wheelhouse that he has to predict? No alarm bot invested into holding that push up yet either, but he's got his eyes turned towards it. But again, steady progress from Fnatic. Not
I mean,
really
if they don't
taking
win
much
this
time on
round,
this
the
either. Already
Adriel
getting towards
Viper, I
Blue
don't
Door.
know.
Breach in a position to
Low-key
get a
feel like
roll
Vitality
off.
can
Needs to
This is great.
that Fatal
get
Razor
towards
breach
B. Is
out.
this real? It looks like it is. Durka,
Yeah.
Oh man, with the Rolling Thunder, the Nightfall, with the Showstopper, with so much.
yeah, this defensive
Yeah,
showstopper
it's
as
a
well
bit
from
of
Safe.
What, buying?
Yeah, they've gone away from
I
this. They
saw-
didn't fancy it at all. Something
You can play
felt
Icebox a
wrong.
lot.
They got
Not
the
as
info
much
though
as-
that it was the Raze towards front B.
Surprisingly, I've been seeing the
Not
new
going
map
off.
more than I saw.
Identifying where the players reside.
Yeah, I
We've got
saw
passive
the map
safe
twice today, I
hold
did.
from
I
Runner.
saw
Rolling
Icebox
Thunder
one.
gonna come through. That's going to affect a great deal of the players. Alpha now put it out of position and going to be punished. Picked up by
You think
Safe.
that this-
Fnatic looking to try and
No.
take the site, but they've got no
many
security. They're
did you
surrounded
see
here.
the fall
Not
off?
an easy round. It's going to get
Today?
chaotic to
Oh.
say the
Damn.
least. Safe though, still going to tilt those scales. Keep it going in their hands. Boaster and Chronicle. Very tough situation. Chronicle's done well to secure at least towards stairs.
Who?
Does he give him the exit?
I don't think they did.
15
Oh,
seconds.
this is dangerous.
Oh, now they did.
It looks like Boaster's away.
He's
Indeed
left
he
the-
is. And now
oh,
Chronicle
oh,
tries
no.
to drift over. It's all in Boaster's hands.
Boaster
A
1v3.
1v3.
I've seen it.
The captain
Marco, but
with it all to do. Or it's 8 for Vitality.
It's holding
He's
him
trying
off.
to get a little more
Oh.
space. See what
Offing.
he's got to play with here. Oh, he's not finding any comfort though, is he? Doesn't
Turned
to
around, he
back,
felt
just
it.
playing default on site, so he's going to try and play something a little bit off position. Not going to work
He
out.
didn't even
Vitality
react.
comfortably clear, and they handled that
Good
pressure
rage
well
right
because
there.
Fnatic were working the map. They started out towards B, pivot towards A, quick TP over towards C. They were just about
think it-
everywhere then.
It looked like they had the foresight to know exactly how Fnatic was
A?
going to respond. So once
Yeah.
they had that C
I
mount
don't know, I'll
control,
let you know in
it
a couple
showed
years.
that they have that space safe towards B.
It's like what,
Who
F1
sends his
drivers?
boot off. They realize this. Hey, he's got his
Yeah.
showstopper. We can't go into B here. They're going to have Heaven. They're going to have B main. They're going to have Waterfall. We're going to get pinched. Okay, let's go back to A. But they go straight into the setup.
Like,
of
look at
Runner
him,
and
this
Center.
kid's
They
probably
have the double
18 and then
tricks.
both
They
is
have that
29.
Breach ultimate
18-year-old
coming
obviously
in
winning
from
that.
the
You kidding
behind,
me?
Yeah.
from Heaven. And Fnatic just crumble there. But
Like I
they
saw with
still have
50
that
MS
lead,
reaction
they still
time
have a
probably
couple of
there. I'll
That's
say
why I always
50.
become
ultimates. They're
IGL.
bleeding. They can combo them in a couple of rounds from now,
IGLs,
or even next round,
faster,
depending on
analysts.
if they can get some orbs or some kills here.
It's just so
You
scary,
dedicate
isn't
so
it?
much
One
of your-
mistake, one fumble, one wrong
You're
move,
done.
and it
What
falls
do
to
you
pieces.
do?
Because this is starting to look scary, right?
What do you
Vitality
do?
He's gotta
starting
keep
to look a
going.
little bit more dangerous, getting a grip on the game, getting the economy in their favor. But a pacey piece coming out from Fnatic.
Yo, is
Sender
Fnatic gonna
looking
use their
threatened, but he's able to
Adriel?
slip away. No one there within killing range.
That's about to
get-
to connect
Yeah,
first.
we got saving it
Durka
for
goes
the
down.
next game.
They get slowed down towards the site. Oh, hold on, easy now.
Info.
Got all the info in the world. Sender should be teed up for this. He's clean enough. Yeah, this is great from Vitality. This is what we wanted to see from them. Bringing it all together just as it matters. Fnatic seem
What are they
completely
cooking?
dumbfounded how to take towards that A site.
Oh yeah, they keep going. Hey.
It's
Best
just not working.
into that round. They're going to have Vandals coming up, but they're going to be on light shields on everybody. Do they have full abilities? They still are so
Cyber
close
Chips
to being able to
is
pick
so
up 4
annoying.
ultimates that they could combo.
Yeah.
But
They're not
sitting
used to
here
it.
looking at Vitality on the other side.
Yeah.
4 ultimates of their own.
Yep.
They've shown the same setup a few
That's
times in a
really
row now.
so
They have
good.
that Cypher setup with a double trips towards A. They have the breach on that fast rotate from B. They have the Omen setting up with those defensive smokes as well. Does
Yeah.
Fnatic choose to
I think
come
Loud
out
played
and
Deadlock too once or
catch
something. I
and
don't
punish
remember.
safe tricks out in the open?
I ain't
Still
bad.
goes unchecked. They get away with it again and again
Fast
and
B-split.
again.
Yeah, if they don't
Door
cage you out
broken.
this round, I
Prowler
just
goes
don't know
in.
what
No
to
one
say.
playing towards door. We know where. Kicks his
Like they're all on
on
half armor. Why are they on half armor?
Yes,
Why
he
do
does.
they keep
Now
buying?
they read
Oh, let's
it,
see,
and
let's
Durka
see.
gets kicks. That's a B site.
Look at
So
him,
available, so vulnerable. Now they might need to bank on these ults. Now they might need to
He
put
doesn't
all
have-
the stop six. This was always
I don't
precarious.
think so.
Fnatic have made it towards 12, and all the pandemonium. It's Fnatic
I know,
coming
and
out
thank you for
on
the
top.
gift of
It's
time. I
13
appreciate it.
to
That's
9.
great.
Fnatic secure Lotus. The Vitality
Oh, the round,
was
yeah.
so hot on their heels there.
Vitality.
Yeah, so Vitality on the attack, Fnatic on the defending side, and
Okay.
first kill found. Alpha
Holy
is
fuck.
just popping the hell off already. Finally put to bed
We
by a
got two
runner, but the
there.
site, look at where the spikes left down. Could be an issue here. I'll just try and slip back site, at least still with the 6th man. Try and look for that plant. Good damage from Safe, but still,
Smoke
runner needs
from
to
the
help
deck.
him out. Oh, and he's doing more than that. Takes down Durka, beautiful. But a 2v3 still not easy. They don't know quite about that 3rd man yet. Where is Boaster in all of this? They've probably noted Chronicle, they've probably noted Hero. Boaster still
They're fast flanking.
unspotted. Maybe a little worried that they could take that TP,
aware.
readjust. Good shoulder check from Safe. Got to fight on short if you want some security. Another smoke. Just shutting down the map here. 37 seconds now. They've got to make their minds up.
Still Boaster towards B.
30 seconds
Vitality
left.
can't find him yet. No 2 or short. Where is Boaster? And
I
now
think
they're
Fnatic
in
wins it.
position all the way.
Boaster's
to
in
B.
a
Boaster
really good
keeping
spot.
control of this elbow position. Vitality need to deal with him.
Just shouldering. There it
Oh,
is,
there's
spotted.
info.
They can take
Yeah.
the TP over. Are they
Molly.
going to get a plant? I don't think anything's going to stop that.
Spike planted.
Just too late to make much happen towards it. Safe and Runner still trying to secure this beautiful approach from Runner. I love this Boaster. Completely
Yeah.
unawares, but reposition. He thought about it, and he gets his
that was a
kill.
big kill.
Runner goes down and now Safe in a 1v3. 2 players low on HP. It's possible. It's Safe of all players. Chronicle on 3. Hero closing
Yeah,
in. He's got him. Fnatic pick up the
Wasn't
first
like
hit.
aware
Get
of him
that
being that
pistol
close.
under the belt.
Like looking around, left, right, left, right.
Good round win in Alpha. I mean, you were talking about the Clove, asking what I thought. He gets the first 2 kills.
Pretty good.
Maybe it didn't have to use any abilities for that. That was the positioning that came into play. Vitality saw this orb on the side. I guess
No,
they
okay, I'm
were
full.
wondering, like, can we plant here? Is this going to stall us out? It's going to go down. We're going to put our Gecko flash up.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure what stalled Vitality out there, but Fnatic getting 3 quick picks. Somehow it still comes down to the wire, though. A little bit, right?
About a
I
Phantom
saw
round,
it.
too.
You know,
Oh,
Chronicle's
nope,
down
he
to
sold
like
it.
1 HP.
Yeah,
The peek
easy.
out comes
Could've
from
been done.
Safe. Gets
Wait,
that
he bought a
down.
hero
Go
Phantom.
Yeah,
down.
Hero has it.
Wow, Alpha
Should've
Air bought him a
first round
Phantom.
Fnatic nonetheless.
Oh.
Now we look at where the
Jesus.
purchases. Ooh, actually, if they tried to bolster Hero here, they have. Okay. So the Phantom on
Probably
Hero.
won it for his
now all thanks to
ultimate.
Alpha gifting
We're
that
at a 7
across.
already.
Chronicles can hear this. Yeah.
He almost on these ecos.
Sprays in, hoping it finds its man, finds its mark, but a quick TP.
Wow.
Nice shot from Boaster. Do they know about Sender? They do now, but the Dizzy's going to find it. Sender going to catch Boaster. That's beautiful. Sights under their banner. They couldn't ask for a better bit of chaos here to give them at least a little bit of control. Plants in. Time's on their side.
A lot of good abilities here still.
Oh yeah, they've got the flashes, they've got the pain shell, they got all sorts. Wingman still. Fnatic have a lot to be playing with here. Pop flash through. Chronicle pausing for a second, allows Wingman to go first, but it's Sender. Takes away Hero. But the flood on the side happens now. The last 2 players going to be held off by the smoke. Difficult to find value. But this was already a good round. The plant Perfectly asked for.
Prioritizing Durka to get the ultimate. They know the round's secured, but they can't do anything in hookah. Durka gets the not only the defuse, but also the kill. Prioritizing that.
They lost one go.
Just taking that moment in the middle of a round, feeling no pressure at all to be able to go for those types of decisions, min-max that ultimate. Feeling very confident. I love this little smoke at the top of B main to help the team flood, but he also smokes top site so he can teleport into it, get that backstab off onto Boaster, using that. He got Dizzy Flash as well.
I mean, honestly, for Vitality though, they've been pretty close in a couple of these rounds. Again, the scoreboard a little misleading in ways. You might think this would have been clear cut. It wasn't by any means. We've had chaos from start to end. First round was close.
Their bonus.
Second round, even though it was very little invested,
Yeah,
still
and then they
damn
had
close.
a ghost.
Control to start with for Vitality.
Spread default. Sender keeping control of that B main line. Wants to get triggered by that next Sky Flash or dog reclear that comes from Chronicle, and here comes the dog now through the teleport.
It's not super.
Yeah, not that.
The one kicks, that's about it. Doesn't see safe there.
I don't know how to pick my.
Was used earlier, I believe. And Alpha playing like he's chamber here.
I thought we made a good pick. It's like,
You're meant to get out
look
of jail
great.
here. Certainly not for oh my god, he still gets one. This is a bonus round, but it's a well-invested bonus. This has some decent weapons behind it. And once again, Vitality so close by now. Sure. Oh,
You would just be like,
daylight robbery getting away with that by Vitality, step by step, carving out security for the plant.
Where Alpha died here, he can reset this one-way smoke on short, but his teammate Hero coming in with this flank.
Oh, that pain shell could have caught him, but it's Durka to put it safe out of his misery. Player up to the good for the retake for Fnatic. Hero with a freebie, spots out Trex, and now Runner has to over-deliver. He's got players left and right, the pressure already happening on the defuse, and a flying Durka coming in. Wrapped it up, bonus is one.
I really like how Fnatic approached that retake, using that smoke from the grave, actually on the lamps position. They know that the spike's planted front side. The only way to defend that is from rugs, short A area, or you have to push through the smoke. So they smoke you out, hold you to come through. And Trex is actually thinking, okay, I'm just going to play on this box, cheeky little angle, deal with these guys, they won't expect me here, but doesn't expect that flank. Hero coming in from the back lines and is able to dispatch them very easily. Well used, I guess crafted use of that smoke from the grave in that retake, and a little bit of good team play there. Thrash online for Hero, and Stingers, Sheriffs for Vitality only. Close, but no cigar, again.
Yeah, we've been seeing a couple of these ults now. Dirk's got his. That's a showstopper coming in. And again, Vitality are very nearby for a couple of theirs too, so they're going to get them, feels like probably all at the same time cycling in.
Dog Reclear is going to come out in a second here, I imagine. Chronicle
I felt good there.
For it. Gonna confirm that information.
Really good.
They had a
outside
really
is clear. Boaster.
Oh, come on!
Wow.
Okay.
Two! How many kills through smoke are they gonna get? How many fortunate fights are they gonna find? Fnatic just keeps winning these. And Vitality unable to even get close. The paranoia work out. Boaster basically giving the lead and Lucia flawless.
Boaster's looking good.
Not sure. Boaster, look.
I need to see that from a different angle.
I'm so happy.
I don't know if it helps.
You know,
have that roster.
I like the foresight there. Like, okay, his smoke's up. As soon as this wall is going to get activated, I know that they're going to be in the smoke. They're going to try to walk on the other side of this wall. I'm pre-aimed at it. I'm waiting for this. As soon as it's activated.
I'm in the lamps! What are you going to do? Do you think
Are you
about
just so...
I don't know. Does he think he's in a genie in a bottle or something?
Maybe.
Like, what's going on? I'm in the lamps. Come rub these. Set me free.
I hope you get a wish at least for that. Chronicle, going to be forced off Octagon at least, and a Garden. An early show of force, right? This is the first time we've seen Vitality really prioritize this area, at least in towards the buys. Couple of ults to play with as well. Well, I say at least a couple. I mean, Runners one away, Senders one off, two away for safe. Now just one. There's the ult coming in. Fish off for kicks. Gonna clear through. Not sure if they spotted out both of them. Durka, he still gets a trade out on this. Durka goes down, but he will get from the grave safe. The TPs are coming in, but Fnatic are still holding on to this. They can't cross from long.
Runner, what are you gonna do about this though?
Damn.
Trex goes down, but the teleport happens. They're going to come into a free A site, but is it free really? Alpha is here in position to deal with this right now. 2 versus 4. And
He can
Hero.
just keep the space. He doesn't need to do much. Look at the flank on the way. As long as he holds CT, no worries.
And Hero could use Thrash as well. Fnatic just to convert this round to guarantee it almost. And Runner looking for an opportunity. Like, is there a rotate coming? The fake spike plant could be someone in heaven, and they know this. Is Alpha gonna peek it though? Wingman gets that plant.
Oh, he didn't peek it
This
yet.
feels choreographed. It feels read. Alpha, yeah, he read it so well. That slight
They're still
hesitation,
looking
the
there
adjustment
too.
to use Wingman, all of it, they're reading it so perfectly. Kicks has now been seen. He's surrounded.
Oh,
No.
Are we going to see a knife? We're seeing the
Damn.
damn knife coming out. Chronicle adds to the collection. Truly, absolute cinema.
Fnatic are
on the
really
camera.
good.
As Fnatic going to get that defused. This is a clear-cut affair, Josh. It's got to be a timeout pretty quick for Vitality.
Needs to be. There's so many rounds that are slipping away, and early in the game we're thinking, oh, Vitality are making some of these close. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But now Fnatic is catching such a momentum lead right now. They're feeling good. They're laughing, having a good time. Boaster's getting a 4K, starting to dance in their faces a little bit. A knife kill to seal the deal a little bit. There's still some ultimates on the board for Vitality, but this map...
Yo, Kiora, thank you for the tier 119 months. I appreciate you. How you doing?
Sure, you didn't get it at your...
I have one person that's like 37 months or something.
Like your first gun round against the bonus, but
They, like,
now you need
How
to
are you,
have something
Susan?
happen. And
No,
it
he
can't
just
be
perma-subbed
one
on me.
round here or there. You
He
need
has
to
that on
get a
automatic.
string of rounds. They have ultimates to make it work, and I don't think they're doing the worst job of keeping the map split. They had decent information on Fnatic. They knew they were locked in.
What do you guys mean?
They got the
He's over there. He's lying down.
Durka in the site, even though Durka got this showstopper.
Joking, they're asking
Not
about
the worst
Fnatic,
things,
so yeah.
But you know, when they're trying to reposition, teleport back. To
Next
A,
show, thank you for the
Trent's getting
prime.
caught out in the open,
Appreciate you.
trying to hold the rotation.
How are you,
on the
Kira, there?
teleporter.
Been
Is
a
that
while.
worth it? Maybe not. Because I don't know what to say about this, but it feels like they're trying to force some of the situations that they were winning earlier on Ascent and even to some degree on Lotus, but they're not getting the same value. It's
Yeah, that's
almost
good to hear.
reminiscent of how we saw the pacing and tempo and control of Haven. That
But you have
first
to
map
be
of the
worse in the
series.
spot now. I
Has
mean,
Vitality
what do you
been
even do in
on
that
our team?
situation?
Is Fnatic
Say
the,
if
you know,
Fnatic
more
win with
experienced
hero
veteran,
champs,
has the
like, what
best
do
of
you
vibes,
do?
gonna come
That's
out,
the thing.
sweep out
Esports is
because
so
they know
scary.
how to deal with
Like,
these
you can't
situations.
take breaks. You take a break and you either fall to like.
No, but I'm talking like Weir right now. He's on medical leave because
Yeah, I
he
know, that's
physically
the
can't
thing,
play.
is, like, that you either
Been
take a
clear-cut
break or
games.
something
These have
happens.
been, hard-fought
Yeah.
Life stress.
Like he's on the bench right now. Like so, like if they win, like what happens to him?
Again, has his ult as well if he wants to bank on that. On the other side, we've been discussing
It's
those ults for a
50-50.
while for Vitality. I'd love to see them
Yeah.
use them, but
Yeah.
Hero already massacring
for a
what they were
second.
doing. Yeah,
It's
they
like that's what
caught
happened
Sky
in
High,
Series
Josh.
Go. It's simple.
Vitality
He
need
took
to
a
do
break.
is they gotta
Someone
quell
took a
this
spot, and then
momentum
like he's
that
not
Fnatic
on the
are
team
building.
anymore.
And showing a little restraint there to not swing out, but you can see them chomping at the bit. They might double down on this.
Oh, it's because they won the major on Fnatic, or not Fnatic, not V.
Smoke for it. They know that they're
That was
there.
his
The
team. He
flash
took a
is
break and
done.
then they won
Drax
without
does
him. They
give
won
them a
the
little way
biggest
out.
tournament of
Oh,
the year.
To be seen by
Yeah.
Alpha, who gonna invest the ult now. Come back to
Oh
life.
God, he's got 10
And
seconds.
He's got to hunt him
Gotta
down.
go.
Get on the run. Try and close him down.
Go, go, go.
Yeah.
He's got to get a kill, do
3,
some damage.
2, 1. No!
Damn.
Oh, just around the corner. Falls flat on his face in the end, but it's Trexer and Runner. And 5 HP for Runner ain't much to be playing
Their
with.
manager already
He's
said we
down.
will play next
And now
year.
just
Yeah.
Trex in a 1v3.
Oh yeah, you'll play
Looks for a
next year.
fight to the left. Gets
Keep your
one
hopes
to the
up.
right. He knows where Chronicle is. Might have just seen that little heal there, maybe considering the Durka's in the same place potentially. But how does he handle
Like yeah,
it?
you have cancer. You'll feel better over time.
The C's on the side.
Keep your hopes up high.
Catches Durka for a
Like
second.
what else
He's
are they gonna
now
tell
has to
you?
commit through it.
Oh,
Chronicle
sorry, there's
spots
nothing
it.
we can do.
Time's starting to tick. He has to swing.
Oh yeah, you're probably not gonna play like that. Obviously they're gonna tell you something nice, like what?
Vitality struggling now.
They can't find any openings. Hero gets a clean one and is so confident he continues to go for more. And you know me, you know that I would say, hey, what are you doing there, man? You have that advantage, why are you pressing forwards? It's because they are so confident and they're rubbing it in Vitality. They know that if they keep pressing this and start doing these risky plays and they keep going for this and they keep getting away with it, then Vitality is gonna crumble from the inside out. And
Looks so
just
right now.
getting that psychological advantage is all they need to some degree. 4 ultimates online from Vitality. Let's see what they use to invest here. Strong towards A right now. They have a 5 versus 3. Showstopper.
What was that?
Straight on in. And
Nope,
it's
he
good.
got hit.
Safe gets Alpha. Game back on. Oh, and Boaster just too many targets. He does take down one, but still a 3v3. Sight I don't want to say secure because you can see that flank coming in as well. That scares the life out of me. Oh my gosh, and the
Wow.
They just
That's
can't
not,
take
yeah,
it.
they just keep flanking
It
them.
feels
But
like
that's
they
the thing
just
with this
can't
map,
falter
is that we
now.
don't have Cypher, like, and I mean,
Not
most people,
making a single misstep. That's a 3A start for
Yeah.
you
Fnatic.
just get flanked every
And
time.
So
the
rough.
It just
instant
works so.
double push into the
Like the
flank.
CT
The timing there. Vitality had no idea. Surely, okay,
Really
they get to
good.
the site. Hey, wait, it's kind of
Except
free
for
here. We
B.
got in.
Except-
There were 3 people here. Okay, the rotations.
Takes on
It's
B.
going to take a little while. Maybe we think about the flank. But the shot from Durka makes them all turn around. Look at Durka and Chronicle lines them up in the side. Beautiful. Off of a pretty decent opening for Team Vitality. They got the, I think it was a 2-for-2 exchange there. It came down to a 3-on-3. They got the spike planted. They
I've
were
also
in
seen
the
a lot
midst
of
of
9-3.
repositioning when that happened. And they got to be, you know, kicking themselves a little bit. Just had enough space. Maybe they could have secured the round using another ultimate. I think they had that Viper's Pit online. Could have invested it. It's one of those things where it's like, well, it could also be a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
It could
be
bite
a
us.
They're all
hindrance to an
diffused.
extent.
Might give them a little bit too
That's
much
the one.
space.
Yeah,
But again,
but what do you do? This is what when we talk about best of fives, when we get into that deep part of the map pool. How many times does this happen to the inexperienced teams? We get to those last 2 maps and it starts to fall away from them, and they get that snowball effect against
The
them.
crew game
This
doesn't
is what
start for
worries me.
another 2
This
hours.
is what should be worrying Vitality too. I mean, they held up so
2
well
hours.
up against Heretics, but this is a different beast altogether. Fnatic in these environments, this is where they thrive.
and this is a tale as old as time itself. You just have these veterans that have been here in these situations. They know how to pace themselves. They know how to stay,
I think they had 13
you know,
of them.
optimistic and
Yeah.
happy and learn how to get through. Okay, we're going to give up some rounds here or there. We even give up a map here, but in the end of it, we're going to make Vitality work and expend
Watching
all
the
their
whole
energy
game, we
just to
still
get
got
a few
one more
rounds
BO5,
and
I
still
know.
end up with a loss. And now Vitality, are they checked out?
Jesus.
That is the question. The timeout
I got
had to have landed.
Still
They
like-
needed something to
like
right the
you,
wrongs. And this early pressure towards Lamps is, I mean, again, you've got the ult coming in, you've got everything in the place. There's no access here.
Okay, I'm gonna be sleeping on that point, making up
up
all the sleep.
I will be so angry again. Like every time we get
3 players on the defense.
Stay up for
in this
48
map.
hours, it would be good.
Waiting, Doug, send the
You'll be
bait shot,
exhausted
things
to the
gone
point
down.
where you will
This could be a
sleep.
bloodbath, this could be a
can't.
massacre, and it looks like it is. Fnatic dropping body after body,
Every time we
Flawless?
travel, I get
dragging
so
them
angry.
down.
Pains make
And
me.
Runner, I mean, what are you
Just
meant
stay
to
up for like
do?
2 days.
Corpses of your teammates left in, tatters over towards short. A good first step.
Alright,
but
well,
the
are you
rest would
gonna
have
do you
to
wanna be
perfect.
grumpy or
He's
do you
been shot to
wanna?
pieces, left, bruised, beaten,
This is
and
so
broken.
wrong.
It's flawless.
Well, if only I could
It's
stream on the
Fnatic
point
in
for 18
full
hours.
control.
Now, a lot of teams on attack opt
That
to
would've
go
been
through the
funny.
showers there to flank the Viper in the Viper's pit, but here they dodge the dog. Maybe it looks a little bit good. Okay,
We
we're
have
gonna
free
go
internet.
heads up, but they don't expect
You
3
won't even be able to
players on
watch.
defense over on A. The paint shells touching the Viper's molly in the Viper's pit. What are you gonna do? Like that instantly takes you out. Boaster Alpha, the
Seriously.
wombo combo inside the Viper's pit, and all these players are so low. The Phantom's coming out in full effect. And Fnatic just staying a step ahead of Vitality. Vitality just walking into their grip.
Yeah, it just,
13 now?
this feels-
Possibly.
It's getting quite tricky to watch.
Has
Yeah,
Chronicle
I
died
don't
yet?
know.
I don't think
They're
Chronicle
running
died
against
yet.
a brick wall, and it starts feeling like Fnatic are going to start taking liberties.
He's
aren't
6
they?
and
He's
0
starting to
right
get
now.
more and more confident. And why
They're
not?
not even backing off the angles. They don't care. 2v5.
You got to make them care.
Getting
You got to make
tested
them
right here.
respect you. Chronicle in no man's land.
Oh my, I feel with that.
Disrespect
Holy
right there. They don't
shit.
have to respect you when you're not forcing
I
them
feel
to.
if that,
Just
that
put
would've
in
been
this place by
crazy.
kicks. Maybe.
He wins
Maybe
this,
a
like,
round on the horizon.
Oh
He has to
yeah.
over-deliver again
That
up
would
against
be-
Alpha, up against Boaster. He's got his ult, and he's got a Sheriff.
That over pretty good,
Regroup as
pretty
well. Was spotted at hookah. Doubles up long.
He's going to need some big boy shots to be landed. Tag ain't good enough. 9 HP. Starting to hemorrhage here. Fnatic getting closer to the side. A pixel
Impressive.
shown. Splitting up, but they
Ooh.
just dive in.
He had an
You're not
opportunity
escaping it.
there.
You're not
If he didn't like
escaping
lift the first
It
couple
feels
shots.
But they see him
inevitable now.
first. 'cause-
Yeah.
So,
And imagine losing out against a flawless run against you. Ah,
Normally in a situation like
I don't know,
this,
it's
the way that Fnatic set up, Sky backs off into elbow, Gecko backs off, maybe backside, maybe spawn. Here, they just sit
They
there.
have to win the net.
Hero just fights to his death.
They
at
need
hookah.
something.
they have to in the net.
They need anything.
How are you gonna stop that?
You can't. You can't. This is all the mental games
That
that go on.
gecko.
We've been building this up for you guys. Round after round, map after map, game after game about the difference when it comes to these games. When you get to those longer series, how hard it is to pick yourself up, and you give credit to teams who can do those reverse sweeps, who can pull things back from the brink. It comes with time, experience, and the ability to go through this sort of thing. Another challenge and another attempt. Kicks, trying to set them in motion, but both
he
still
got
appears on
spammed.
the side of things.
They were ready for
finds
it, too.
Runner, and already they're just being massacred. Josh, there's no way out from this. Fnatic are just taking every fight. Save for Trex. Can you course correct? Can you right the ship here? A 2v3 is not impossible, but when Durka is
Popped
walking
ult,
out,
he said,
taking
"Fuck it."
fights, just
He
send
said
it
we were getting
to the
thirsty. Man.
grave. It's 10, and it remains flawless.
No words. That Thrash even caught Hero. The only person on B that could shoot back was Chronicle for a good 10 seconds there. And Vitality can't even break through in those situations. The teleport in the back of the poster coming through, spamming onto Runner. And obviously the Gecko's just kind of occupied at the moment. And then, yeah, just popping out that showstopper as soon as it gets off cooldown there. 10-0 Vitality. Soul crushing here.
It is. It is devastating stuff. Okay, that's a little ambitious. Oh.
Okay, they're getting a little wild.
Do they just not want the flawless end to things? Is that it? Maybe it's a little kindness, a gift on the way out here. Maybe a round, perhaps. And I say perhaps. Hero's still alive. They've got a plant. That's the first time they have an advantage.
Okay.
Safe, that's huge. Catching two of them is
Oh,
perfect.
I think they're gonna
Maybe
get
they
one.
can get around on the board more than anything. Runners on the other side of the map, that's fine.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're going to pick up a round here, most
Rep
likely.
13
Boaster
now.
dodges the Dizzy.
They are hunting him.
I've never heard the story of the Boaster 1v4. I've
He
lied,
knows.
I've lied.
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
If they didn't
that'd be
double peek him?
insane.
Around.
That high position from Safe to walk those two players out of spawn. Probably weren't aware of that. First round on the board for Team Vitality. Not going to be a 13-0 white. But is it enough? They have some really good ultimates here that they can utilize. Fnatic have been doing the same setup. Chronicle on B at long, Hero towards Hookah, and it's just been the two of them kind of like 1v5ing their spots, basically. Chronicle
guys are so bad.
Chronicle getting a little funky with that off as the
He
sky.
almost bought it for this round as well. I saw him toying with the idea of the purchase. He's
If you
not
got extra
against it.
cash, you could go for two.
Good point. Boaster, last time the spam worked out, this time,
Okay.
gotta run, gotta hide. Safe taking the site. How much is he gonna get? Oh my god,
Oh.
there was a player just there.
There
Okay,
you go.
Boaster's dead, here we go. Safe's gonna maybe try and get him a second. Lockdown coming, lockdown, the Viper's bit, the Seekers, everything. They've thrown everything. The kitchen sink has been thrown into this one. This is Bedlam in action. Fnatic is trying to sweep through the site though. Don't think they're out of this yet. 4 players still standing. Vitality desperate to hold on to this. 2 rounds gives them a chance. A slim one, but a chance. Alpha back from the dead. How much can one man achieve though?
Yeah, I think it's
Not
gonna be
breaking
tough
through,
too.
they're not clearing this side. They're trying to adjust
They
it.
lost
Look
it
for
so
the next
much.
point of contact. Alpha
Ooh,
not gonna do
there
it.
you
We've
go.
got 2 rounds for
Not
Vitality.
bad.
It could be worse.
Could
I've
be
seen
worse.
people, I mean, this is on a
Order,
map
tall
that's so
task to be able to get back from, because, oh man, it's just, you're going into defense side of
It's
Bond,
very
you're
possible.
against
Yep.
a Clove. Yeah, you
Not
maybe
Descent.
have played against it before, but
Well, you didn't expect it here. You didn't think of it in this sort of way.
most of the composition's pretty much relatively the same. It'll play very
Yeah, at least they
similar
got
to
defense
Brimstone,
now.
but
Yeah.
the
2 on
way that
attack
Fanatics
is
are
like,
playing with their confidence, with the duels that they've been having, and with the success they've been having behind that, makes it very scary. Because
Yes.
Vitality,
They can't
if they
freaking
start
kick the
playing
beast
too
too.
safe,
No, it's-
because they are afraid of losing duels, they might give too much respect to Fnatic.
Earthquake.
They might
That's
play too
always
safe,
me.
and
Ever
instead of playing
seen-
to win, they're playing not to lose, and that could come bite them. They need to make sure that they play with a confidence as if it was like a 6-6 tied game.
Easier said than done. We'll see if they've got it in them, right? Because so far, the bar's been set and it's been high. 10 rounds for Fnatic. This one could all be but over. A lot of us hoping we could have seen Abyss. May not get the chance now. Trex.
You weren't ready for their Abyss.
Yeah, apparently not. Alpha just waiting patiently. Fnatic taking slow and steady approach here.
Trex.
Okay, he looks, he checks.
Well, he cleared them.
Trex wins
Not
those.
skipping the, you know, the
For the
routine.
fourth team.
Oh, he's going through it.
So Cena
Out of the eyes,
Cena
cross the
made
T's,
it.
the bite.
Pretty big, this is good. That's not
Okay.
good. Okay, now there's issues, now there's problems.
Yeah.
Now kick safe
no.
for Trex. Oh, screwed
Wow,
here.
Boaster's-
Boaster's got a third. And Trex's
He hits
position's
me.
great, but I don't think he can outdo the damage that's been done. No, Safe was isolated. Now Trex left in a 1v3. Hero on 39, Boaster
He
down.
doesn't really-
Oh, but it doesn't matter. 11 for Fnatic.
Oh, these guys, do they force or do they save? Because if they save and play the gun rounds,
Yep.
I mean, this is one of those decisions where you just hate to be
There's
there.
no good choice.
As the coach, as the IGL, call a timeout if you've got one, and just talk about this, or at least put the other team on ice, or maybe talk about the mental situation.
Yeah.
Just kind of reel it back in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this is the beginning of the end. Vitality need to post up something miraculous here, otherwise Fnatic is gonna steal this one away, 13-2. Oof.
Harsh scoreline, but it's not there yet. They've gone for a purchase. They've got what they can. Stingers, judges, guardians. It's not the words you wanted to be saying about your best attempt to hold back Fnatic, but that's sometimes all you get.
You know, sometimes when I hear judge, though,
Fnatic are back.
Could be fun. It could be fun.
They're winning champs.
I don't
You heard it here first.
there's some good rounds, some
They're lifting up
situations
the
with that
trophy.
thing.
It's not impossible. It's just improbable.
Who do you think?
Dog clearing.
I don't know. I said that earlier.
Sees that as
None
wide
of the
open.
teams look like
Double lamp setup.
They're not like dominating.
dominated.
Yeah.
Everyone is beatable.
Essentially a retake
Whoever
of
gets the
end.
most amount of sleep that
Choose
day
to
wins
commit
gonna
here.
win.
Now, looks
Who do you
like
think's
they're
gonna
eyeing
get
up that
that?
committal.
Oh no.
Sender. Down on the
There's
jump
a lot
spot.
of teams. I don't know.
And then
Oh, the
Dizzy.
Dizzy.
He's found him. Nice try from Safe. Still trying to do some damage, but
Yo,
ISO, man. Stop.
NT,
the
man,
Gecko
NT.
Flash.
A new agent, you know what I mean? He's figuring it out. But it's down to the 3. Kicks, Runner, and Trex now. Try and give them a chance, a hope, a slither of anything to build back
He
into
shot
this
the
series. But this round was pretty all in.
Oh, wow.
And Alpha wants to take it away from them bit by bit. It's all on Kicks here. 12 rounds
Good body.
found. Vitality on the ropes. And Fnatic 1 round away.
Apps.
12-2, and Stingers, Guardians, Judges, Bulldogs going to be out for Vitality, going into what could be the last round of this series. And Sender doesn't even get to get his jump off to get a jump spot there. Fnatic putting him down, just ready on the trigger. It all comes down to this. The entire accumulation of the
Boaster is
entire
18 and
season.
7 top frag.
The peak
Oh,
from
yeah.
Hookah, Vitality. Got a little bit of info. The shoulder of Durka. Is that shoulder enough? Are they going to
Get out of
reposition?
here.
They're going to be ready to deal with this hit.
Can't wait
Fnatic,
for my break.
Spread default, letting Vitality make the mistake, the first move. Ready to respond. Chronicle, position to potentially dog out Showers, get that information. Reposition into Long B, Runner.
Extremely clingy. I put her down 50 times today. On my table.
Eating up step by step, Fnatic. Getting a little closer, showing a little bit of force here towards Hookah, but that's it. Not much else seen. Alpha takes a little bit of contact as well. Dog towards Showers. Question marks across the map here. Damage, Boaster. Do they still clear Sender? He's been here before. And he might just be here again at this point if he's lucky with his life here. Sender's good for it, kicks as
Oh,
well.
wow.
Holding
Good
on to
trap.
things, leaving Durka and Chronicle in a 2v5. And it's surely not
Huge
this
trap.
round. Chronicle, the last man standing,
Yeah,
Vitality
please play as
fighting
many rounds as you
for
guys
this
can.
lifeline, for this
I don't want
chance
to
and
wait for 2
opportunity
hours.
that's
It's
slim,
only an hour.
near on none.
Hour
But
and
they're not going
30.
to go down without a fight,
The
at least in this round.
There's some life in them yet. No death rattle. Waiting. But they'll need to repeat that exact
10
sequence.
seconds left.
9 more rounds just to bring it into overtime. Fnatic. What feels like infinite chances to be able to close this one out. One big celebration of, dropping 5 ultimates in 1 round.
Yep.
Just to seal the deal. And Vitality, they can't make any mistakes. They got to win them all. If they lose, 12
That's it.
rounds, that's it. It's over. So
Spike down B.
big task, and honestly, would be a huge comeback if they were able to pull this off.
God, if they do it, monumental. But
Oh,
it's a
5 now. I think
rarity.
it's gonna be 13-3.
Nobody does that against Fnatic, right?
Hey, I like the curse attempt. I love that.
Sure.
Nyx has his ult, right?
Yep.
He's got an opportunity to do something big here, set that into motion if they feel it's necessary. First one to get it here in this half. One away for Hero as well. Fnatic can take their time. They can let them sweat a little bit. High priority towards this
so
area.
slow.
Kicks has been good for it. Again,
Put him
top
into
of the board
sleep.
for Vitality.
That's how EMEA plays. They play super like.
I like how Fnatic has been slowing down the game, letting Vitality slip up. Didn't work last round. Good info, good space, good pressure. Durka triggers that alarm bot. Hero getting the first kill. Send her down first again. 2-2 split.
A little bit rough here.
Hello.
They know there's been some presence though over towards Shower. That boombot was connected on Safe's position. It's win or lost in this moment. And Alpha has taken down Runner. He's seen Safe as well. They want to detain him. They want to slow him down.
But chat, if I do a second stream, you guys watching me or what?
Fnatic now too.
If I take a 2-hour nap, how many of you are gonna be here?
Kicks and treks with a mountain to climb. With 5 players against them. A plant to add on top of that, and the first falls. It's all on Kicks now. A 1v5. This has been the difference. This has been experience in action.
Did they win yet?
And this looks like Fnatic back in form. Everything thrown at Kicks.
Fnatic are back.
He knows it's inevitable.
Slicky.
He's trying. 4 HP in a dream. They're hunting him down, and it is over. Fnatic.
Holy shit, he's took enough. Fnatic won.
To win out this
Fnatic
season
are
here
back.
in the NBA.
Please don't give me
Impeccable
that.
Run from start to
Please
end
don't
there,
give me
Josh.
that.
You know, the
I'm
high
about
note
to
being
cry.
mined, but I mean, this season was them revitalized. A new look of who they can be.
Both of these teams at the start of the year having their struggles, teams counting them out and making big
Fnatic are
strides,
back.
big turns towards a second stage.
They fucking
Fnatic,
owned them.
with the inclusion of Hero looking just
Seeing it now.
reborn.
And he looked like the match that lit the fire
26
under
for
Fnatic,
Alpha.
right? The new kid coming into
Chronicle.
this roster that brought them back to life.
Damn.
They looked dreary, they looked out of it, the map changes coming
Yeah?
in. They looked back in form. We were almost able to see
Can you
a
put her
twist
shoes
there.
on?
It closed out a second too early, but we'll take those. But let's flip the script for a second now and talk about Vitality for a moment.
Yo, Boaster
Again,
went
this
crazy,
team
no?
has built themselves up into
Dude.
these scenarios. To see them in the finals is still, the perfect gateway to what they could be.
Towards the beginning of the season, the power rankings were like, oh yeah, they're going to do pretty well. They weren't hitting those expectations.
Yeah.
But that role swap, safe to duelist,
Fnatic are
ever
back,
since that
bro.
moment,